Welcome, everyone. Um, Hi, Reagan. Hi, Christine. Hi, Rachel. Can everybody hear me okay, first of all? I just looked at my screen. It looks a little cloudy. Hmm, interesting. Can you guys hear me okay? Well, I guess I started a little early, didn't I? Hi, Anne. Likes you a lot. Hi, Tanja. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do a twin flame reading. And I'll probably ignore the comment section as I'm reading, and then we'll come back and I'll read your comments. And if we have any questions, or if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. About the reading. Definitely have your spiritual ears on. Um, and what we're going to do is we're going to break it down like I always do. But those, if anybody's new, and I will have chat replay on, by the way. Um, But anyways, what was I gonna say? Anybody that's new. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Um, how I do my twin flames is I look at the divine masculine's energy and I look at divine feminine's energy, and then we're gonna connect them with the gilded tarot right down the middle. See, I just love. It's just always so interesting. And then we'll come back and do any clarification that we need, or go deeper, whatever needs to happen, we'll do it. And then I'll come in and answer your question. So, hi, Kimberly, all ears, Tanja, wait, Tanja, Major. I'm so bad with names. Maja, hi, Maja. London's in the house. Marigold, hi. Um, so don't think I'm ignoring you in the comment section. If I don't, it's Dutch. It's a Dutch name. Um, so if I don't say hello right away, I will come back to the comment section. Okay. Um, Hi, GR. Hi, Identity. It's interesting because I was going to do this at 2:45, and I didn't realize I started so much earlier, but I think it's okay to get started. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I wait till 2:45, or do you think I should just go ahead and get started? What's the room think? Hi, Kimberly. Well, you'll probably figure that out in the reading. If you're feeling it, doing it. Hi, Tarot. Christian from the Netherlands. Nice. Holland. So we have London in the house. We have um, Holland in the house. And then somebody else, I think. That's what I love about doing tarot. It's people from all over the world, but aren't we all seeking the same thing? You know what I mean? We're all seeking the same thing. All right, I think I'm going to begin. So again, if you guys can let anybody new come in, just let them know I'm not ignoring them if they like keep posting that. I'm just going to get into the reading. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. This is your twin flame reading for March. We're looking at the energy, see where both sides are at right now, what both sides are thinking. Twin flame relationship is not an easy relationship. You are mirroring each other's souls, so there's a lot of lessons. And, you're seeing yourself through their eyes, so to speak. So, what you don't like about yourself, you're going to see through them, and vice versa. I also feel like twin flames are telepathically connected, though you may not know that, you know what I mean? Or, You could certainly be dreaming about someone and you have the same dream, same person. That's probably your twin trying to connect with you. So, whatever wants to come out, we're just going to let it come out. So, we are going to start with Mother Mary, though. And this is for both. This is for everyone. This is for all of us. For all of us. And I'm not going to leave out soulmates. I always feel bad like leaving out soulmates. Soulmate, this can also be soulmate energy, but I feel like it will let us know. All right. So we're going to open up this reading officially. You ready, guys? Ready. All right. Mother Mary for the twin flames. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Boundaries. Interesting. Boundaries. Let me bring this lid down. I just want to add how interesting. I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. Some of you, I feel like that alone is a very clear message. Like, creating certain boundaries. Just because I'm in a twin flame relationship doesn't mean I'm going to take all the bullshit. If there's bullshit, I'm going to call it out, type of thing. So, I can understand that where that's important in a twin flame relationship. I'm in one and I am in union, but it took a while. It took a while. So just know that. All right. So I'm going to use the light seers for the divine feminine. We're going to put that right up there for right now. And I'm going to use the universal tarot for the divine masculine. And one more time, I just want to say hi, Tina Marie. Hi, Kimberly. That I'm not ignoring your comments. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. So first, I'm going to look at the divine masculine's energy. What's going on right now? What are they dealing with? What are they thinking about? Are they thinking about you? Let's give them a cut. True, that just feels like these cards want to come out. Okay, right to there. All right, let me move this aside. I just want to make myself some room because this takes a lot of room. All right, divine masculine. Let's begin. The Three of Swords. Interesting. Heartache. Why? The moon. Interesting also, because this is a card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer, but we're about to enter into a Virgo full moon, which is my sun sign, in Pisces energy. So they're opposites, but they truly complete each other. And I feel like our opposite signs really help complete each other. So for some of you, all right, we have Justice. Interesting. So now we have Libra, but could certainly talk about a divorce. We have Capricorn. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And actually, I want to do 4 across. It's interesting because I feel like the divine masculine, and I want to say something real quick. When I say divine masculine or divine feminine, and I know this confuses some people, you can be either or. Because remember, we are masculine and feminine, light and dark. So you could be on either side. Just that's why I want you to use your spiritual ear so you'll know. I find this interesting because I feel like, the devil's energy, by the way, what is the devil influencing? The lovers. And in a negative way, almost like an illusionary type energy. So I feel like this is talking about energy that potentially some of you have been in, but it's interesting because then it causes this person heartache. I also feel like for some of you, this could talk about someone that you know, maybe are in contact with here and there. Um, I do feel like they may be tied to another, but I don't feel like they want to be tied to another. Or this is something, some type of ties they need to cut of lower energy, like temptation type energy. You know, and then we see the Seven of Pentacles, patience, but it is your tree of life. That's how I look at it. So I feel like because we're only doing twin flame here, it means that, you know, it's meant to be. Oh, look at this. We got the King of Pentacles over there. I didn't see that. Can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Under the moon. Looking back at that Seven of Pentacles, almost questioning, is this, you know, and I feel like justice is showing. Now, it can be Libra for some, but I feel like justice is really showing because I feel like they may be in the process of cutting ties with someone. Now, it doesn't have to be marriage. It could just mean someone they made a commitment with. And then I feel like it took a dark turn. And then I feel like now I feel kind of stuck. But they're not stuck, but they may feel that way. You know, and then I feel like I don't know if you've met them yet, but I feel like for some reason you're on their heart. Again, this king's looking back at that Seven of Pentacles, almost asking the question like, is this meant to be? Now, if I'm asking about if I'm with the person right now, is that meant to be? I don't think it is because it's coming from a lower type energy. And again, there was like some of you, this could have been, you know, an earlier time where there was just like this influence over the two of you. But bottom line is the divine masculine is sitting over here with heartache. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups. Okay. I feel like they're going to free themselves. Free yourself, and the rest will follow. Queen of Swords can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But doesn't have to be any of that. Hello, Empress. I always love seeing the Empress and the Emperor in a twin flame reading. Now I hope that the Emperor shows up on the feminine side. So, you know, this is like, I feel like in the Empress's energy, well, let's look at it from the divine masculine's point of view. Of you, I would say that, I feel like I want to say, I love you. I love you. I love everything about you. Even those broken little pieces of you, I love. I love your wisdom. I love your creativity. I love how you love. And then the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. And I say interesting. I wasn't going to take this many cards because we have two nines right here. So this is what I feel. I feel a divine masculine at this moment, not for everyone, but for some, is tied to something or someone of what feels like darker energy to me. You know, and it also feels like, I almost feel like they're gonna like give someone the tower or a situation the tower. Now, if let's just say you know this divine masculine and let's say these lower temptations were really his or hers. With the Three of Cups, it could certainly be drinking. And I say that because I feel like, you know, when I'm drinking, I probably make not the smartest decisions, or maybe I've made some decisions when I was influenced, under the influence. And then you add where I feel like, the devil is like influencing these lovers on top of that. That's a lot to try to figure out. But I feel like ultimately this divine masculine is cutting ties to whatever that may be, and ultimately landing in the Nine of Cups. That's inner harmony. And, I feel like if someone's going to come towards you, then that's the energy I would want them in. Not only that, but I feel like this king is questioning, is the Empress, is she my person? They may not say twin flame. They may not even know what that means. But is she my person? Why? Because I feel like they cannot stop thinking about you. Or if you haven't met, then I feel like telepathically in my dream system, like there's something where I'm asking the question, like, is this my person? Because this may have been up here, my person, for a little while, but no longer. And I love that they're landing in the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Another card of Virgo, by the way. I don't know why I said another card of Virgo. So far, it's really the only card of Virgo. But this is about success within their finances. And, maybe that was important to them too. But I also feel like it's like they're looking at you and your success within your finances. And I don't mean you're rich. I just mean that like, you're following what's in your soul, what's in your heart. You're creating businesses, and I feel like, there's admiration for you because of that. Like, you are the perfect person. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the King of Swords. So we do have the Queen of Swords. Now we have the King of Swords. But he's on the bottom of the deck. What's underneath him? The Nine of Swords. Interesting. It's almost like that king has been thinking about using that sword. But, the uncertainty of what would be next kind of held me in place. But I feel like things are changing now, and listen, maybe there is something within the Virgo full moon in Pisces energy, which I feel like is kind of beautiful. Um, you know, there's other things that's attached to it, but I do feel like it's going to be, I don't know, I feel freeing, like it's going to be freeing. I have a feeling some of you, and I'm talking about the feminine right now. I have a feeling some of you do, like, you have businesses or you work in an area where you use your voice because, maybe that's what they're talking about. Like, I feel like divine masculine is like already appreciating you and what you do. And I also feel like two people, if we were together earlier, we took two different paths. I feel like the masculine took more of the path of like, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy this moment. I'm going to party, and I feel like the feminine probably was in that energy for a little while, but then I feel like I started to realize I need to do something with my life and this and that. And I feel like that's exactly what you did. And I can't see how your divine masculine could not be so proud of you for that. All right, I'm going to slide this over a little bit more. It's the only thing about these readings is it does take up the whole table. Okay. Let me see first if there's anything else. I definitely feel like this King of Swords and this Queen of Swords may be like cutting ties. And this could even be you cutting ties, and then therefore you're single. And I would not be surprised if you find a lot of mirroring energy between your two stories. All right, let's bring in the divine feminine, and then we'll connect the two. Again, hello everyone. I'm not ignoring your comments. I just really, I don't know why I did this way. These are so hard. I just really want to keep my focus on your reading. So let me give them one more shuffle. All right, let's give them a cut. Okay, let's begin. So now we're looking at the divine feminine. We have the Four of Cups. And she's looking back. Just look at her. She's looking back at the divine masculine. You know, the Four of Cups talks about discontentment and boredom in one's life. It doesn't have to be every area, but this is a love reading. And in the Four of Cups, she is being offered a cup. And, you know, it's a cup of fulfillment, but she's got to accept that cup. She's got to use her spiritual discernment, whether, you know, yay or nay. But she just looks like she's looking back, like wondering, like, what are you doing? What's going on? Interesting how the feminine has the Four of Cups. So again, can talk about discontentment in one's life, and the masculine has the Three of Swords as the first card. So both have cards that are not the easiest, but both can be changed. We have, interesting, you both have the moon in the exact same spot. Again, can be a Pisces. It is the ruler of Cancer. I feel like someone feels like they're sinking. Like I feel like I'm sinking. I'm sinking. We have the Three of Wands. It's a different way of looking at the situation. I guess I'm going to have to bring these over a little bit more. Three of Wands is optimism. And it's interesting because it's mirroring justice over here. You know, let's talk about justice real quick because I feel it's important in this reading. You know, I feel like when justice comes out, yes, it can certainly talk about, you know, they could have been with a karmic partner, and there's not much we can do about that. And that means it's a karmic lesson. So, in a way, I don't want, like, I may want to take it away. Like, I may want them to be with me. But at the same time, like spiritually, if it's a karmic lesson, then I do want them to complete that because that's only going to serve you. But I do get this feeling of like maybe potential news. Something changes your outlook. And it's mirrored by justice over here. I don't know. Maybe some may be getting a call like, okay, I did it. Three of Wands is an optimistic view of not just your future, but your present and moving forward. It's like not putting a lot of how things must be. And instead, I'm going to go with the flow, especially if I'm allowing myself to be more optimistic probably than ever. Then I definitely want to go with the flow. You know, I feel like if twin flames are meant to be together, or if they came into this lifetime saying, you know, let's be together, you got to remember that everybody is born with amnesia. So I may not remember that. And I said this in another reading, but I feel it again where like half the, I want to say excitement, but for some, you're going to be like, no, that's not exciting. But I just feel like half, you know, like I completely forgot what I was going to say again. That is weird. Like, it just left my mind. Okay, well, we'll see if it comes back. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles right next to you, over in their energy. That tells you that you're in their energy, and you, and vice versa. Nine of Pentacles. So you've been creating something for yourself. Bring that down a little bit more. You've been busy. You know, I love the Three of Wands looking over at the Nine of Pentacles. Independent success. But it's like, I want to say, okay, I got my money down, or I'm on my way anyway. But I still have this discontentment in my life, in my soul. Three Cups. Under that Four of Cups. Interesting. Like that Queen just got kind of knocked off there. This Queen could also be who, if the masculine is connected to someone, could certainly be this Queen. All right. Hello, Six of Wands. Energy of victory. But it really is the energy of you and the actions that you've taken, especially if it's relating to like your finances. This is you at the top of your game. This is you where other people are really paying attention to what you have to say, mainly because of the actions that you've taken. You know, it is like a, I don't know, like it just feels night and day for some reason. Okay, what else we have? We have the World under the Three of Wands, and then we have Justice under the Nine of Pentacles. So we have the World, the next chapter. We're in it. However, I do want to say, because this is 21, a 3, with a 3 right above it, that March really may be the month where things start moving. You know, do I feel like this would be something that would just automatically we'd be together? I don't, because I feel like there's certain issues. Well, let me put it a different way. There's certain energies that I want to overcome. And let's start with the Four of Cups, discontentment and boredom. I feel like it's speaking about your emotional also, because I feel like your Pentacles, you know, if you're not like at a place of success yet, I feel like you're heading that direction. And I just feel like it's what you're meant to do. So I feel like whatever you're doing, it just feels like you're meant to do that, like you're a natural at it. But your heart's not full. All right. Should we take? All right, let's take a couple more. Let's try to match the masculine. By the way, anybody who just is new in the room, boy, my screen got dark. I'm not ignoring your comments. I just like to concentrate, and then I'll come back. But here's the World, the next chapter. You know, I'm just going to say what I feel. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you may have quit drinking. And it's interesting because I feel like if we go back here, I feel like that was one of the issues. And this would probably be for those who have been together before. I feel like there was just some type of an influence, but I do feel like it influenced both the lovers. And I feel like the masculine continued in that energy where the feminine realized that I can't keep doing this if I want to be successful. I feel like you have dreams, and I feel like they know about those dreams. And I feel like you're reaching those dreams. But now I just want my heart to be filled. It's filled with gratitude. We have judgment. See if I can get that screen to go light again. Judgment. This is your spiritual team. And what are they doing? They're calling you to the present moment. And why would they be doing that? Because there's about to be a rebirth. I have to trust this. Look at her. It's like, what do I want to say? Like, what do I want to say? Like, when we sleep at night, we leave our bodies and we astral travel. And I get that feeling. Like, I get that feeling for some of you. But the bottom line is, this is judgment calling you to the present moment. And, the world being here also, about to be a rebirth. The world is the next chapter. I feel like success. I feel like you're on your way if you haven't already reached it. So to me, this is not about money anymore. Or another way of saying that is the rebirth. I feel like it's not talking about your finances. I feel like it's talking about your love. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So now we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Now, forget all that. Because I want to think about these people's, or I want to talk about these people's energies. You know how I was saying, like, Pisces and Virgo, we're having a Virgo full moon in Pisces energy, and they are opposites. Well, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, though they're both Earth, they're opposites also. The King of Pentacles, when he looks at the situation, he looks at the big picture. The Queen of Pentacles breaks it down. She's looking for those details that other people miss. Now, some of you, that's what you do for a living, but I feel like it's just naturally who you are. I also feel like it's talking about two people becoming grounded. And interesting that this queen, she's got her eyes closed. It's like she's daydreaming. I feel like the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is representing the twins here. Now, I feel like that's good news because that makes me feel like, let's just say, the energy moving towards eventual connection, I feel like is changing now. It's all changing. All right, let's connect them. Good thing I have a big table. Oh, let's look at the bottom of the deck first. Hello, King of Wands. King of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Look at that. Temperance underneath it. Divine timing. You know what I mean? Divine timing. Six of Cups underneath that. So there is someone you have very treasured memories of, let's just say. And for some of you, it's someone of your past. And Temperance, all about divine timing. Temperance says, let go of the things you cannot control and let me control them. And instead, move into the Three of Wands energy. Optimism. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know how it's going to happen. But I believe it's going to happen. And that's what Temperance wants you to do. Let's put it there. Let's put this there. And let's connect them. I love that both sides have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, I do feel like, it's the on this side, I feel like Well, I do want to say that I feel like their money is fine, but I feel like the real success lies within you. And I don't really know what I mean by that. I have a feeling new people who come to my readings must think I'm crazy. I don't even know what I mean by that. That's because spirit does. All right, let's connect them. So we have this feminine looking back at the masculine, and I feel like I got my money together. I'm doing good. But what's not fulfilled within me is my heart. Well, they really want to be shuffled. I don't like that my screen's so dark. Or is it just me? All right, with 2 swords. Hello, magician. The manifester. And then the 6 of swords. But I want you to pay attention to the direction that this boat is heading. It's leaving the masculine's energy and is heading towards the feminine's energy. What does that mean? It means that somebody was wearing a blindfold. And I feel like someone decided to finally take it off. I feel like someone has realized that, and maybe it's both sides, where I just don't feel like, I don't know, that I'm living my true life. Like, I feel like there's more. I know there's more. And then the magician. And remember, judgment says, I need you in the present moment so that you can recognize this rebirth. Now, I'm sure it's you, but also the masculine having this rebirth. And I'm saying that because the 6 of swords is moving from the masculine into the feminine's energy. This means to someone, the masculine, has taken a good hard look at what is toxic, what has been toxic in their lives, and make the decision to use that sword and cut those ties. I feel like the blindfold comes off. I'm not going to say there won't be fear, because I feel like there could be a little bit of fear. I'm just being honest. But I don't feel like we should let the fear stop us, especially with the magician's energy. You know, I never want to give you false hope, but I just feel like the masculine is really understanding his life and why I've lost, well, you, or if you haven't met yet in this lifetime. You've met, you know each other very, very well, more than anybody. But in this lifetime, if you haven't met yet, they're feeling the same unfulfillment. Again, I feel like everything else feels good, but I love that they're cutting the toxicity and then coming towards you. Now, on the 6 of swords, because I feel like this may speak of time also, someone is going through a little bit of choppy waters. It's temporary energy, but it really is a promise of calm, beautiful water once I reach my destination. And I can't help but think you are their destination. Okay. Let's go back and clarify. I don't think we need to clarify the whole deck because I do want to get to your comments. I mean, the whole spread. But I do want to look, well, I wanted to see that 3 of Swords. We have the King of Swords again. Look at that, double king, double air. Whoa. Oh, I love this. 5 of Cups. Over the moon. Who did I want to show up? The Emperor. Because the Empress has showed up. And now we have the Emperor. And no, I don't always think they're twin flames. But we're doing a twin flame reading. And this tells me, first of all, it's coming over justice. And I feel like I want to say, as a masculine, I have found a lot of clarity. I have changed my perception about life. It used to be about me. But I just thought, why wouldn't it be? So I lose someone dear, and I ultimately pay that price. For some of you, they never stop thinking about you because we have the 5 of Cups here, over the moon. And then we move into the Empress. Or I'm sorry, the Emperor. So as an Emperor, matching the Empress, I feel like it's a person of integrity. It doesn't mean I always live my life. I always live my best life. No, I feel like I probably lived for me for quite a while until I realized I had to have that realization. You know, I was being selfish. I let lower temptation tempt me and fell into it. And I had to crawl out of it. I feel like whatever they have overcome, it's big. And I feel like not only do they overcome it, but I feel like it never repeats its ugly head again. Okay. We have the 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands coming over that 2 of Swords. You know, 7 of Wands is about standing your ground. Yes. Yes. But I don't want to do that from the 2 of Swords energy. Because if I have a blindfold on and I'm being, let's say, aggressive, you know, I'm doing it from, let's just say, an energy that is not mine. You know, it's like I'm like, I almost feel like I'm in someone else's body. I've also a feeling we're seeing 7s relating to last year. And I feel like some of this energy has been cleared up from last year. And the world would signify this year. All right. Let's keep going. What do I want to look at? 10 of Swords. I'm just looking at my deck. Came in reverse. I like that. I like it a lot. Let's just throw it over here. Just what I just said. Those things that held down the masculine. And, you know, maybe I don't have a whole lot of empathy right now for the masculine. But I do feel like this person has been through it. And I do feel like they crawled their way out. And what did they do? They broke a pattern. I do feel like they're dealing with a karmic. So they needed to learn. And that's only going to serve you. I'm telling you, it's only going to serve you. Those swords are now dropping out. My defenses are coming down. All right, I'm just going to jumping over to the feminine side. Actually, let's just read it right across. Let's do its face up first. There's this King of Wands again. Hello. So we're getting all kinds of people. So I feel like, maybe that's got a lot of you covered. King of Wands, again, can be in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It is right below the Emperor. So for some of you, it could certainly be in Aries. But other than that, this is the King of Action. This is someone who, listen, when I think of the King or the Queen of Wands, I often think of the Page because I feel like they are a risk taker. And not all risks pay off. And I had to learn that. And I feel like I'm showing now as a king. And I'm showing as a king because I've either had that growth or I'm going through or I'm growing as we speak. And maybe I'm speaking about their spirituality. Hello, Ten of Cups. The House of Harmony. That's what connects the two of you. That's potential. Because it is coming over the Six of Swords. But then the Magician above it. Like, first the toxicity goes away. Well, it's showing us right here. The swords dropping out of the masculine's back. I have a feeling they dealt, listen, they put themselves there, but I feel like in the same breath, they were dealing with someone pretty difficult. Now, maybe they deserve that. I don't know. Because they had to grow. And I feel like they did. And they are. Let's just put it that way. It's not a one-time thing. We have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting, because we do have the Queen. Where'd she go? The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, and now the Page. Hello, Chariot. Unlimited potential. The Chariot asks you to find balance. The Chariot is about the balance of the feminine and the masculine, the light and the dark. The Chariot to me is a reward for finding that balance. And I have a feeling it came through some hard work or deep reflection. But then you must have, I don't know, settled that score because here comes the Chariot. And really the only limit on the Chariot is the limit we put on it, our earthly minds. Our spiritual beings know that this can be quite a ride. Oh my gosh. Hello, Ace of Cups. Unconditional love. Look at the cycles of the moon above it. And for some reason, I brought up Virgo's full moon in Pisces energy. The Ace of Cups. What's it mirroring? The reversal of the Ten of Swords. What's right in between the two of them? The Ten of Cups. Now, do I feel like all that is just that easy? I don't. I feel like each has their own work to do. You know what I mean? And when I say work, I just mean, like, don't be afraid to ask your spirit guides those big questions, and then quiet your mind so you can receive the answers. Even when you lay your head down on the pillow at night Ask if you can meet your twin. Can we have communication? Some of you already are, but you're not remembering it. Interesting. You know, I feel like I don't even want to take any more cards. I love the Empress and the Emperor are here. I just love that. I love that the Ace of Cups is here because that is unconditional love. It's not a one-time thing. It is for now and forever. And the Chariot backs it up. I mean, the love. You know, and that's exactly how it should be in a twin flame relationship. You know, if you think that there aren't lessons or that you aren't each other's mirror, then you've got to learn that. And that's why I think there's runners and chasers. Because we see ourselves through the other. Sometimes we run. I'm the runner. You know, I don't even know if that's a real term, so to speak, but if there was a runner in this situation, it would be me. I don't know, guys. I just feel like I want to leave it there. But let's read boundaries from Mother Mary, and then I'm going to get into the comment section. Boundaries. It's like drawing a line in the sand. All right. Since God doesn't make victims, this card asks you not to act like one in any way. This is a message of self-empowerment. Instead of blaming others, convey your expectations and true feelings to them. Stand up for yourself. Well, we have that. Even if you risk conflict and confrontation. You can ask God, Jesus, and Mother Mary to guide your words so that you maintain your boundaries from a standpoint of love instead of fear. Others will respect you for being assertive, and you will respect yourself more too, because you're treating yourself lovingly. Amen. Okay. Let me just try and think, Joe. I want to keep the cards out. I think I'm going to keep the spread just the way it is for right now. Let me grab a drink and a cigarette. Okay. Happy Thursday, by the way. Okay. I'm trying to think who's the last person I said hi. I think I said hi to Kimberly, Teen Marie, Nikki, Back to Basics. Isn't that no, that was Back to Black. Amy Winehouse. Marigold, boundaries are the topic of the week for me. Christine, please smash that like button. Thank you, my dear. Hello, Dawn. I would love to hear about my divine masculine. Well, tell me how the reading felt for you. Amina, you're very welcome. Moon Goddess, hello. For Ferreira, oh my God, I'm so bad for names. Farida. This reading is for love, twin flames. Can be soulmate too, though. But I have to say, it does feel like twin flame. Black sky. To anyone who hasn't, can you hit the like button? Thank you. Thank you so much. We are Pisces, Virgo. Both at 20. Interesting, Marigold. Um, Interesting. Then I have a feeling you relate to this reading. You're from Denmark. Oh no, that's Marigold. You're not from Denmark. Moon Goddess, you're from Denmark. Dawn, I need to manifest a fireman. A fireman. When his mask slipped, I said, bye. Block, 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 block. All right, Marigold, you had to go. Yeah, you can watch the whole reading. It'll be marked live, and then probably in 2 days I'll download it. Hi Evan. As an actual twin flame, there is no trying to be in a twin flame relationship. There are very few humans actually here that are really twins. This is not a journey for the faint of heart. Absolutely, I agree with you. I'm on one, but I am in union now. Um, but I 100% agree with you. And this journey of not wait. And this journey of not about finding your person. It's about waking up to your own light and course correcting yourself to be true to you. Excellent words, Evan. Manna, I wish I was never on this journey. It has been 5 years now and no movement. You know what I want to say? I want to say, as it relates to a twin flame, I do feel like we have to let go of control because, again, I feel like Evan says, if I do my work, they do their work. And if we're meant to come together, then we'll come together. But if it's been fun, well, it's hard to say that because, you know, Sam and I were together as teenagers. And I know you guys know the story. And then 40 years later, he calls me, and it took me 5 years to actually move in, and it was my fear. Anyway, yeah, and I think that instead of waiting for someone, us living our best lives, I feel like can only, help the situation. But, we also have to realize that each person is dealing with real life situations, real life people. And I do feel like the masculine was dealing with the karmic. And I feel proud because I feel like he completed that mission or is completing that mission and is not carrying the pain of it with him or her, not carrying it forward. I'm leaving it in the past where it belongs. Um, yeah, yeah, I agree, Don. Don't chase. There's no sense of chasing. I would just be like, if you can talk to the person, I would just put your cards on the table, and then whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Because let's say someone's in lower energy. Well, I don't want them to come into my life and then lower my energy. That's not going to happen, right? I want their energy and my energy to be in the same vibrational level. Nikki, I am Pisces Virgo. Just took myself out of the situation of another Pisces. Our birthdays are 8 days apart. You sound like Sam and I. Um, Maja, I think is your name. Thank you for the reading. I'm a Taurus who needs to cut karmic ties. Oh, dang it. I just went to commercial. All right. Let me find out where that was. Mm, I had to click out to get back in again. All right. I was okay. Thank you for the reading. I'm a Taurus who needs to cut karmic ties so I can connect with the Pisces, who is my twin. We have never met, but I have had many dreams. My heart feels split by it a lot. I could feel the dreams. I could definitely feel the dreams. Okay, Nikki, there you are. Pisces, Virgo. Just took yourself out of a situation with another Pisces. Okay, I did read that. Black love, black sky. You're right. We just have to love ourselves. It has to start there. I feel like it just has to. Um, Dear fellow twin flames, just enjoy our life or your life. That is the best way back to each other. There is nothing we can control other than ourselves. Sending everyone so much love. If one looks for someone else to fill a void, you still have a lot to learn. How does one expect someone to love them more than you love themselves? I always say that if we look at it from a spiritual lens, we've got to learn to be the love that we're asking for. So if I want someone to come into my life and truly show me love and truly be like use terms of endearment, whatever it may be, then I've got to be able to be that also. Right now, it's natural that there be fear. That's natural. But it's moving beyond that. And let's just say this isn't even twin flames. It's still showing you love. It's still showing you love of the highest. I mean, but with each having their real life issues, right? Each having their real life situations, growing, becoming successful for some of you. I hope for all of you. I feel like the masculine is finding that inner harmony. That is so important. And then, by the way, I just realized the Nine of Cups moves right into the Ten of Cups. I don't know how I missed that. Hmm. Um, Anybody have any questions over the reading or want to know, like, my perspective on it or your perspective? Oh, by the way, while I have a lot of you here, I know a lot left already. I am going to go live. Um, just for questions and answers, open, whatever you want to ask again. Either Friday night, which is tomorrow. I just realized that. But I think that'd probably be good. So either Friday night, and I'm trying to do more night ones because I know a lot of you, you know, you live in a different time zone. So either tomorrow night, and if for whatever the reason I can't do tomorrow night, which I see no reason why I can't, then I'll move it to Saturday afternoon. Or maybe we'll do both. I just love being on here with you guys. I mean, that's why I did Sagittarius live yesterday and I loved like the instant feedback. So I thought I wasn't going to go live and I thought, no, let's go live with this and do it. GR, quick question. Do you see the DM removing the mask and having an open and honest conversation with the DF? In time, I do. I do. In time, I feel like, first of all, they have these issues over here. You know, listen, these 10 swords that they've gotten in their back, I have a feeling some of those swords is because of their own actions. Um, but I really do feel like the divine masculine right now, or was connected to a karmic partner. And I feel like, and that just means there's a lesson. That means my soul came to this lifetime to, and I have the opportunity to break this karma forever. And that's why we don't want, like I may want to interrupt that, but if we look at it from a spiritual lens, I want them to learn whatever lessons they have to learn because I want them coming to me free and clear. And the Six of Swords is exactly that, right? I've learned what's toxic. I've learned who's toxic, and I even learned that I'm toxic, and then putting it behind me. Realization, honesty, truth about ourselves, about what we want. It's everything. But how long does it take this person? It feels like it's soon just because judgment is here. And not just that. I mean, there's a lot of elements where it feels like it's moving, and, like Dawn. I know, and I know there's a few of you who, you have a twin and they're not like, for whatever reason, and I know the reasons, but, you're not together. Um, I would say, don't wait. That's what I feel like in the Four of Cups. I feel like someone's like waiting, right? And now because I'm waiting, I'm just sad and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for someone else to give me that fulfillment. And now I'm thinking of Evan's words. Maybe really what I need to do is give that fulfillment to myself. But yeah, she's definitely looking over at the masculine, almost like, what are you going to do? Um, a toxic masculine. Well, sometimes it's not about the conversations. It's just about laying your cards on the table, Don. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if we do know each other, like laying your cards on the table and whatever happens, happens. But I feel like, if I have the opportunity, if I've been waiting for someone, I would probably say that I'm no longer waiting, you know, because listen, even if, let's just say, for whatever the reason, you don't end up with your twin, this is still showing you love and of the highest. Some of you, maybe you don't connect with your twin. Maybe that was never meant to happen. And maybe what you connect with is a soulmate instead. Well, my God, that is a beautiful love. Because again, you know each other's souls. But I'm getting off topic. Um, does the karmic engage in spell work? Could. This karmic could. But listen, I feel like, let's say they know about you and like they're trying to put a spell on you. I feel like you have the power over that. But, they are connected to someone who potentially, I just feel like is in a darker type of energy. It doesn't make it right or wrong or this or that. It's just where each person is at. Um, has the DF removed her own mask? I don't think so. We all need to let go of putting blame on someone else, accept our own accountability, Stop concerning ourselves with others' journeys. That's black sky. I feel like the divine masculine is still learning. Again, what the first thing my eye is drawn to again is that Four of Cups. So, I feel, I simply feel like the divine masculine or the divine feminine is saying, I'm pretty good with my finances and what I'm doing in the world. I feel pretty settled in that, but I do not feel emotionally fulfilled. And your twin is not the only person who can fulfill that. And I'm saying that because let's just say for whatever the reason, because everybody has free will and there ain't nothing we can do about that. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like honesty, truth, laying my cards on the table. If I know this person, and I would say I'm not, not waiting. However, then again, they're dealing with a situation where I feel like they can't move forward until it's dealt with. All right. Um, Nikki, I feel all of it. I hope the best for them always, and I choose the best for myself now. So I'm okay with the time needed. So much life to live. Beautiful, beautiful, Nikki. GR, beautiful. Dawn, for me, his last did do spell work. So many broken people are looking for someone to fix them. Fix yourself. That is so true. That is so true. That's why I always say that, I feel like love comes in divine timing. And I feel like when we're broken, that's when we have a tendency to we attract what we are. So we may attract someone who's broken. And it's not really our job. I mean, I don't want to take the empathy away. If I can help, of course I want to help. But I don't want to help just to help you and it doesn't benefit me. That sounds kind of, you guys know what I mean by that. Um, but yeah, I agree, Black Sky. We gotta think about ourselves first. Boundaries for Mother Mary. Don't forget about that. Maja, I know I'm saying your name wrong. Maja. Would a twin try to break the connection between, per se, myself and the karmic? Or is that karmic behavior to try to cause a break between the karmic and I? Well, okay, so let's look at this from a twin flame point of view. And I know that I'm a twin flame. I don't think the twin would try to come in between the karmic, because I feel like the karmic is a lesson. And so coming in between that, it's not going to serve anybody. Number one, whose ever lesson it was, just means they're going to have to repeat it, if not in this lifetime, the next. So I feel like it's a golden opportunity for them or you, whoever it may be, to cut these karmic ties, but also there's lessons to be learned. And because the Six of Swords is here, I feel like they do learn the lesson. And I'm not going to say that this person would use the term twin flame, because in a way I don't even know that they even know what that means. They just know what love is. Rebecca, what's up with yours? People hate truth. Well, I have to tell you though, Black Sky, I can't live without it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of those people, like, do not lie to me, because once you lie, then I have a hard time believing you afterwards. I'd rather hear the hard truth. And I feel like that's really what love should be. Like, if someone's not interested, they should just, I'm sorry, it's not you, but I'm not interested. You know what I mean? Or instead of the games that happen in love, put yourself first. Patience and can learn to love him. Well, Dawn, if he's dealing with a karmic, then that love will end. But that's so beautiful of you to send that energy to him. Twin flame is just a silly label because love is love. You're right, love is love. Nikki, if you're aware you're in a karmic connection, your lesson is here to go within. Your higher self knows the way. Absolutely. And don't forget your spirit guides. When you came down into this lifetime, you have a whole spiritual team that was assigned to you before you even came here. And your angels need your request to help in your life, but your spirit guides are always sending signs. The problem is, like, let's go back to this Four of Cups again. It'd be kind of hard to see the sign, though the sign for this person is a cup, is literally being handed to them. But do I see it? Do I want it? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel that type of energy. Um, Chatel, I think is your name. I don't know what you're asking me. Like 18, will my brother admit Sethi? Oh, just went away. I'm just trying to read it, but okay, guys. Anybody have any other questions? I love how you all supported each other, first of all. Can I just say that? Like, I just love how you support each other. And I feel like that's just what we have to keep doing, is just supporting each other. Love is love. And it is showing love heading, I feel like we have more feminine on the chat than we do masculine. I'm not going to say we don't have any masculine, but I do feel like, I don't even know why I was saying that. Why do I keep forgetting things? I wonder if it has anything to do with the full moon coming up. I still don't understand. Okay, like 18. So I'm assuming your brother is 18. And you want to know if he's going to get married. Am I right? Am I in the right track? Chatel, and I know I'm saying your name wrong. Like 18, will my brother marry? You're very welcome, guys. You're very welcome. All right. I think I'm going to go. Chatel, I don't know what question you're asking me, but this is really about twin flames. Can you have more than one flame? I don't know. Danity, can you have more than one flame if he will show up regardless if you're unsure? No. You only have one twin. And by the way, if we look at life knowing that this is temporary, right? And we're all going to cross over sooner or later. Well, you will be with that person. I mean, let's just put it another way. I feel like when we cross over, it's just all love. It's all love. All right, guys. I thank you. I love you. And I thank you so much for joining me on the chat. Or well, on the reading that turned into a chat. um, just thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for taking care of each other. I feel like the more that we do that, just the kinder the world is. It's a tough world to live in right now. Um, and, I guess the last thing I want to say relating to this reading is this person over here. I feel like this person over here is dealing with a lot. And I feel like this person over here has really become like is really becoming their own person. But I still feel like I'm missing love. So I got everything else together. Okay. What about love? What about love? Well, I feel like in its time, in its time. And I don't know. You have the magician with the 10 of cups right over it, and it's showing the masculine clearing the energy. I would just say, just be, like have yourself open to love. And no matter who it may be. Now, I'm not saying a lower vibrational energy though. Don't do that. But I feel like when you're like just telling divine, I'm open, I'm ready. And you do need to be ready. You don't have to be ready, but if you really want to be successful, and remember, love, no matter who it's with, it also takes work, right? We're two human beings. Well, we're spiritual beings, but we're in these human bodies that, that's where the limitation comes from. Otherwise, the chariot is truly unlimited potential. So, and your spiritual team, they want your attention. They're calling you to the present moment. So I would just say, whatever love this is, it looks quite beautiful after the fact. All right, I'm going to let that be. Just wanted to give you a little wrap up of that. But man, I love the Empress and the Emperor together, and I was looking for that. That's one of my symbols when I do twin flame, is the Emperor and the Empress. And it doesn't mean that they're twin, but in my reading, in a twin flame reading, they are my twins. So it makes me very happy that both showed up. And it does feel like both, like financially, are successful or becoming successful. I feel like where the problem lied was in love. So I feel like if you're telling the universe, like, okay, listen, I've been working hard. I'm ready for love now. Ask yourself, are you really ready for love? Are you willing and able to be completely open? Now, it doesn't mean you're anybody's fool. That's what the Empress says. Hey, I can love you. I can nurture you. But if you don't treat me right, I'm gone. You cannot pull the wool over my eyes. I have lived too much life, had too many experiences, both negative and positive, where I know myself. That's what a lot of you said. You have to know yourself. And that's what the Empress would say to the Emperor. If you're coming in to play games, you won't last long. And I also want to say, as the Empress, because I feel the majority of you are the Empress, you don't ever want to lower your vibration to be with another. Now, if you could help them raise their vibration, great. But if you can't, to me, I would exit. Exit stage left or stage right. Anyway, here I am still talking. Um, Dawn, I do think so. I absolutely, whoever this masculine is, that's exactly what is happening, you know. And because the Six of Swords is under that Ten of Cups, they've had, someone has had the realization of what energies have been toxic to them in their lives. And they're willing now to leave them go, to leave them in the past. That tells me that someone is learning a karmic lesson. And though that can slow time down and all that, I say congratulations, because I don't want you coming to me if no, I want you to do what you need to do and come to me in an upstanding way. And then we'll talk. All right, guys, I'm going to let that be. I love you. Um, I feel like for those who really want to know, if you're going to come together with someone, like rewatch the reading. Don't skip it. I feel like in tarot, a lot of people skip over the lesson cards. And that's why it can just look like, oh, look at this. We're going to fall in love. And we're going to go into the 10 of Pentacles. Well, there was a lot of shit that came before that. You know what I mean? So it's just being real. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you. I'll see you. I'll see you real soon. But definitely see you next time at our table. Bye bye. You guys have a great rest of your day.